Good morning, folks. We'll be starting in just 1 second. Good morning, folks. We'll be starting in just 1 second. Okay. Just give me 1 second and we'll be starting, okay? 1 second. All right. Let's get this party started. I just need to take care of something right here. Um, okay. Sorry about that. I had to finish something real quick. Let's move this here. Let's put this there. Okay, here we are. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let me say hello to everybody, and then we'll start. We got Sapster, Manuel. We got Stefan. We got Richard. We got High Grounder, Stacy, Minnesota Matt. We got Lloyd, John. We have Forrest. We have Cam, Walter, Javad, Warren, Frex. Good morning, Scott, Wade, Minda, Deanna, Flying Ronan, Mr. Koopa, Keith, Harry, Gary. We got Harry and Gary. We got Afa Diaz, Linda. Good morning to you. Bill, Richie. Good morning. Yeah, I was going to say you're in traffic right now. Mr. Hopium Addict, Mark, Cheese Grate Trader, Kevin, Solaire, Mitch, Goose. Good morning, Goose. Adrian, Duzzy, Becky, Al, Chris, George, Peanuts. Good morning, Peanuts. Junior is in the house. Yuri's here. Good morning, Eagle Beagle. John, Don, Doug, Next Gen, our retired chief of police, Don, and Roddy. We got two. We got two retired chief of police next to each other, Dragon Don and Roddy. Good morning. Good morning, retired law officers. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all that you did. Colette, Dave, Mary, Lloyd. Um, good morning, Lloyd. Bob, Jesse, Gregory, Harold, Eddie, Dave, Henry, Rock, Wesley, Icelander, Raj, Michael, Bob, Robert, good morning. Frank, good morning, Bob. I hope you had a peaceful weekend. Frank, Matt, Ralph, Shamens, Tom. Got a lot of people here. We got Shamens, Tom, we got Bernie the Bear, we got Steve, we got Kevin, 255 people. Wow, that's great, Bob. Thank you. Kevin, Randy, Gino, Jason, Ronnie, Eduardo, Dove, Catherine, good morning. James, Moondog is in the house. Dave, Kurt, Mr. I Want to Go Fast, Jack, Acme Football Kicker, Richie, Sylvia, Richard, Gabriel, well, good morning, William. Good to see you. Thomas, Mark, Rod. We got Joe. We got really is here. We got Kirk. We got Bu. We got Dave. We got Don. We got Mookie. Hey, Mookie, Sergey, Karen. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Steve. Good morning. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not. I'm getting over a cold. No, Mark, it's delayed. We're about 3 years delayed, Mark. Mark W 1387. This is definitely not live. It's delayed. I like to broadcast morning shows from 2 years ago, Mark, when I'm live. Of course it's live. What do you think it is? It's what is it? It's the 9th of February. It's 8:00 what time is it anyways? It's 8:08 a.m. I don't do anything pre-recorded, Mark. I don't do anything pre-recorded. I do everything live. Yeah, Bob Ladursky. So anyway, my voice is a little hoarse. I haven't taken any pills yet, so I apologize. Please bear with me. I don't get sick very often. I think it's my first time I've gotten a cold in a couple of years, actually. But I'm here. I'm not feeling. I feel better than I sound. Good morning, Sean. And that's the way that goes. Now let me give you guys some links. Some links. Here is the link for VIP room. The VIP room happens at noon. Yeah, pre-recorded. I don't play that game around here. Here is the link to the VIP room at noon today. I will be talking about the high flyers, about small caps. I'm going to talk about trading small cap, what a squeeze is, advantages of small caps, correlation, overhead resistance concept, high volume bars, measuring stop loss levels and profit targets, my complete walkthrough, and I'll walk again through how I the 5 confirmation methodologies and my top stocks for today. So we have a really good agenda today in the VIP room. The link is right there. Yeah, it's pretty cold here. It's pretty cold in North Florida too. Yeah, I wasn't feel. It started on Thursday, and yeah, everybody I know has a cold. Here's a link to our Telegram channel where I post a bunch of goodies for you guys. Don't call in the morning live show. That's very intentional. It is, Gregory. It's pretty intentional. You're right. It is. Yeah. Well, it is a morning live show. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's the morning. It's the pre-market live show. Thanks, guys. I'm not feeling that. I'm really. It's just a stupid cold. It's just how it is when you have a cold. You feel like you're really sick, but I'm not feeling that bad. Hey, Terrence, Bobby. Good morning. I'm going to take it a little slow today for obvious reasons, but I'm working from home. Matt is still not here, but uh, everything's good. You don't have to worry. Everything's good. I think it's honestly, I think it's the first time I've been sick in a couple of years. So it happens. It happens to everybody. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Delbert, Ivan, Kevin, Graciel, Moondog, Ralph, Terrence, Bobby. Good morning. So first things first. Let me share something with you. This is the earnings and their implied volatility. This is the big ones. On top, I got this from Richie this morning. He was nice enough to pass it, so I just decided to post it here. These are tomorrow's earnings in the morning, and these are tomorrow's earnings in the afternoon. Now, if you see earnings in the afternoon, right, that's a catalyst for the next day. Earnings in the morning are a catalyst for today's session. Earnings in the evening are a catalyst for the next day's session because we won't know how the market will react to them till the next day. So these will react. The catalyst for these will be Wednesday. The catalyst for these will be Thursday. You understand? Tuesday, Wednesday, before open, after Tuesday and Wednesday, nothing today. So this is Tuesday, this is Wednesday, but everything happens on Tuesday afternoon as a catalyst. Basically, we talk about everything that happens Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday before the opening bell. And we talk about everything that happens Wednesday after the opening bell on Thursday morning. So when I ask you on Thursday morning what a catalyst is, I expect you to give me Cisco. If I ask you tomorrow, if I ask you Wednesday morning what a catalyst is, I expect you to tell me it's Ford. Don't tell me Ford tomorrow morning, and don't tell me Cisco tomorrow Wednesday morning. You're not going to know what the reaction is till Thursday. You're not going to know what the reaction is on Ford till Wednesday. I'm talking about the morning catalyst right now. Wesley Kafer, good morning. I don't even know if I have COVID. I didn't even test myself. I should probably test myself, but I'm not tired. I just feel off. I just sound awful. I don't really feel very tired. Um, Claude has Tummy ache from all the huge donuts and popcorn. You're right, Sandy. There you go. Oh yeah, by the way, folks, here is a link for Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. Make sure you guys go there. There it is, right there. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's get into it, okay? Let's get into it. So, bond market. I hate to say I told you so, but remember when we came up here and I told you that every time we come up to this level, we tend to bounce down? Well, it's happening right here. And don't say I didn't warn you because I warned you. I said we got a lot of stuff to overcome. And I also told you that bonds are not going to get really bullish till we're above the 100-day, which is right here. So this isn't really a very bullish pattern right here. Okay? This isn't really this isn't very bullish. This is a retracement back down. So this gives the stock market some upside. This starts giving the market some downside. Okay. This is not good for the stock market right here. Okay. Let me give you the link. Let me give you the link to that here. And I'll post it on Telegram right now here. Let me make sure that. Yeah, I'll post it on Telegram for you as well right now. That's why you should always subscribe to Telegram because I always post goodies there. Okay, there you go. I just posted it in the Telegram and I just posted it here for you as well. Henry, you should have it right there. You should have it. I just posted it for you as well. Okay. So bond market, I'm not really loving this. We need to go higher, and we're still in a downtrend. Nothing has happened. As far as Fed data this week, the big report is going to be the report we were supposed to have last Friday. It's only going to be delayed for a few days, so it is going to be very meaningful. The retail sale report and the CPI report. So you've got employment report, retail sales report, and CPI report. Now these are delayed reports. These are delayed reports. But they're not delayed like 2 months. Okay? They're not delayed like 2 months. Okay. So just FYI. So employment report, retail sales, and CPI. Okay? All right. All right. US dollar. Again, I hate to say I told you so. Do you guys remember me telling you about this? How we're still in this channel, just like the bond market, and how we couldn't get above this level. And when we couldn't get above this level, we have to get above here. I drew this liquidity zone for you. I explained how we have to get above this level. Sorry if I'm not speaking very loudly. You can probably tell my voice is really shot. So you could tell right here, this is not good. This is an A line to the downside. That's an A line to the downside. Okay. Just so you know, this is not a nice pattern. And yes, we talked about this on Friday. Why are the reports still delayed, Bob? Because we had that 3-day baby government shutdown last week. Okay. Okay. Hey, Mark, good morning to you. We had that government shutdown last week, the little one, the one that we barely felt. That's why. Okay. And by the way, overnight, the market's been going straight up since 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay. We've been going straight up. And SMH has been going straight up. And QQQ, we've been going straight up. We've almost recovered everything from yesterday. Almost, not quite, but almost. You could see right here. Almost, not very far. So, but I don't like the bond market. I don't like this at all. Okay. All right, let's continue. All right. Crude oil. Crude oil still consolidating. Not very much action here on crude oil. As I mentioned to you, I'm suspecting that it's going to consolidate here for a while. unlike US dollar, which is breaking down. And I told you that once we get up here, I showed you the trend line and I showed you that we're still in a downtrend. Everything I'm showing you right now, we talked about last week. Do you guys remember we talked about this last week? Okay. We talked about this last week. There should be no surprises here. And we talked about this last week. Gold, 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 gold. Gold is still consolidating in this area. We don't have anything new for gold. There's nothing new here. We need to get above this line. The longer we consolidate here, all right, the longer we consolidate, the longer we'll relieve this pressure and allow this to come up. I'm fearful that we're just going to kind of sit in this area for a while here. Let me extend this. Just kind of sit in this area for a while right here. Okay? So don't expect too much. And I know a lot of you watch silver, so I'll look at silver too. Yeah, silver looks like it's bottoming at the 50-day and it wants to come up here. The resistance level is right here, this 86.27, and the odds are we're going to trade right here in this area for the foreseeable future, just like how on gold we're trading in this area for the foreseeable future. And if we break down this area, the odds are we're going to come down to the 100, and then here's our main here's our main support level right here. And you could see where I got it from. Look, see this trajectory right here? Right there. There's no surprises here, folks. Same thing on silver. There's no surprises. And there's absolutely not a shred of anything new that I'm telling you. So here's your resistance. Here's your support. You're in between and you're trying to hold on to the 50-day. You've got 4 resistance areas directly above you, and then you have this major trend line. I will say good luck for, I will say that for silver to get back up here, we would need a catalyst. We would need something firm to make it come up here because this is a really strong move and it's so far defending the down move fairly well. Okay. Again, I'm sorry if I'm speaking a little softer. My voice, as you could hear, I'm hoarse. At least I don't look like a horse. I sound like a horse. Okay. China's not really doing very much. Japan is making all-time highs, but China's not really doing anything, but at least we're moving higher. There's a lot of strong resistance here at the 100-day, and we need to get back above here. But this is very, very crappy price action overall. Even if you eliminate these gaps, you could see we're just going choppy, and you have a megaphone pattern. Here, you can see it right here. I know Richie loves these megaphone patterns. You got a little megaphone pattern going on there. Okay. I don't know why, Jack. I just read the tea leaves. I don't really care why. The reason why it's happening means nothing to me. I just look at the charts. I don't care about why. Why, schmy. I could tell you this. I don't know anything about silver, but I knew that this was unsustainable and we were going to go down here and more likely going down here. And I don't know anything about gold and silver, but I do know how to read charts probably better than most people in this world. Okay. Which gives me a lot more information than anybody who will read the next Bible on silver and gold. All right. What do we have? Catalyst. Do we have catalyst? Anybody want to give off the catalyst today? Catalysts. And let's say they are, Jack, let's say they are manipulating the price of silver. How's it going to help you make money or prevent you from making money? See, it doesn't help us make money. If it doesn't help us make money, I don't talk about it here. One second, let me grab my jacket. One second. If it doesn't if it doesn't help us make money, Uncle Roger will not talk about it here. Okay. Japan, yes, chips, consumer staples, finance, and healthcare. Let's see. I got Japan, I got chips, I got consumer staples, I got infotech. Well, where did you get Walter? What's the I'm probably missing it. You probably got it right. What's the financial? Where's the financial, Walter? I got the healthcare. I got chips, I got consumer staples, I got info tech. Where did you get healthcare and financials from? And Minnesota, Matt also has financials and healthcare. Can you tell me what I missed? Now, Minnesota Matt and Walter have it right, actually, I think. But I don't, I got consumer staples, I got chips, I got Infotech. Matt got Infotech. That's good. Where did you guys get SoFi is not an S&P 500 stock. Okay. So, okay. This is not an S&P 500 stock, and it's not a NASDAQ 100 stock. So this doesn't count. Okay. APO, APO. Yes. 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 Okay. This is the financial. Okay. This is the financial. I got that one. And L Brands, is that it? Is that the consumer staples? I got consumer staples. I got the consumer staples. Yeah, Lowe's. Okay. Okay. You got me there. You got me there. You got me there. Uh let's see, WDX. Let's see. You got me there. And you got me here. You got me on both. Thank you, Minnesota Matt. Thank you, guys. That's what I missed. I missed the APO and I missed the BDX. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thanks for giving me that. See, I miss stuff all the time. Healthcare and financials. Yes, yes, yes. You've convinced me. Thank you for that. See, you guys help me out too. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. All right, let's continue. Hopefully, my voice is not disturbing you guys too much, and you guys could actually hear what I'm saying. The bond market's getting a nice little uptick right now, by the way. Nice little uptick. Stocks are getting a nice little uptick right now. We're above Friday's close, by the way, again. Let's see how SMH is looking. Okay. I like what I'm seeing so far. I like what I'm seeing. Okay. Kleenex, yeah. There you go, Paul. By the way, we're getting a lot of people coming in here right now. So let me just say this again. If you're just coming in here right now, please make sure to go to 1080p. Make sure you're watching at 1080p. Don't settle for auto, settle for 1080p. Oh, I will. I'm going to take a cough drop as soon as I'm done here. 1080p. Okay, 1080p. And if you don't mind, give us one thumbs up. Just one thumbs up. It helps. I haven't seen any evidence of it, but from where I understand, it helps our search. It helps people find us in the search. Okay, but please do that if you don't mind. Also, join us in the VIP room today. Here's the link. I'm going to be on at noon Eastern time. I will be talking about what a squeeze is. I'll talk about correlation, small caps to large caps. I'm going to talk about uh, high volume bars. I'm going to talk about measuring stop loss levels and profit target. I'm going to give you a complete walkthrough through how I find my setups. I highly, highly, highly recommend you show up. It's going to be an eye-opening session, okay? It's going to be very cool. I've only done this session once before. Here's the session to my Telegram channel. I post a lot of freebies there, like levels and a lot of goodies there. I also post about 20% of our testimonials there. People love the testimonials. So I post them there. It gives people, makes them feel good about what they have and about being here. So I appreciate that. And also, I posted the link to Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. Um, I don't know what they're going to be talking about today, but maybe they can. Um, but maybe they can post. Maybe Cam and Goose can post, so I can. We can see what they've got going on. Okay. Thanks, Moondog. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but it's not my wheelhouse. Okay. All right, we're pointing to a slightly lower opening on Wall Street. Treasury risk, they're talking about the bond market going down, which causes yield to go up. When yield goes up, stocks go down. So here's what they're talking about. See how the bond market is down? When the bond market's down, yield on interest rates goes up. Bonds go down, interest rates go up. When interest rates goes up, it's not good for the stock market. Okay, this is very broad, broadly. The 10-year note yield rose 3 basis points to 4.23 after Bloomberg reported the Chinese regulators had told financial institutions to scale back their U.S. Treasury holdings, citing concerns about concentration risk and market volatility. This week, investors are going to focus on a lot of stuff. We talk about it here daily. And I explained it to you. The CPI, the employment report, existing home sales, the retail sales will be a big one. They're not going to have huge impact, but they will have some impact because they're not that late. Okay. Um, let's see here. Chip stocks rallied on Friday after Jens told everybody that demand for AI is incredibly high, which it is. Basically, what he's saying is demand for chip stocks is very, very high. And yes, it is. Demand stock for chip stocks is very, very high. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have today for lunch. My wife's chicken soup. Not mom's, but my wife's chicken soup. So chip stocks did really well, and crypto stocks did also very well. Looks like we'll talk about crypto in a second. Actually, we didn't even talk about crypto. I want to talk a little bit about crypto. Right here, a lot of folks are asking me, to me, this looks like a capitulation. But for this to be a true capitulation, price needs to really run away today. If price gets stuck here, it's not a capitulation. And also, we had higher volume on a down day than on a reversal day. So we got to be really careful here. We're not out of the woods till we're at least at right here at 81,000. We got to erase all of this over the next couple of weeks. If we don't erase this right here, this breakdown over the next couple week or less, the longer, basically, here's what I'm trying to tell you. The longer it takes us to recover from this, the worse the odds are that we will recover from it. I liked how we bounced on Friday, but I need to see almost immediate confirmation today. And on this week, I want to see a V bounce. If we don't see a V bounce, we're going to see consolidation. And that consolidation is just going to roll over right here. Okay? There you go. That's right, Sandy. There you go. So we're not out of the woods just yet. Now, if today I saw this coming up here, my analysis would be very different. I need to see this bar get above the 8-day like yesterday. Okay? So we're racing for time right now. We're racing for time on Bitcoin. Something has to happen. Here, let me show you. Sometimes it's just easier to draw a picture for you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I want to see this. I want to see this. If we start seeing this instead, see that? I want to see this or this. You're not just going to see it consolidate here. You're going to see this recover or you're going to see this follow through. It's just too strong of a move to just consolidate here. Now, can it consolidate here? Sure, it can. But if it consolidates here, it's going to lead us into this eventually because we want to see buyers aggressively come in and say, "Oh, this was a big mistake. We want to erase this yesterday." You understand? The longer it gets used to being here, the longer the longer this will become the current Stacy's. You understand? All right. Sorry about the quality of my pictures, but I wanted you guys to understand that. 666 people in here, huh, Bob? I'll tell you. Good morning, Texas Kirk. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. And again, if I sound like I'm a little under the weather, it's because I am. I'm a little under the weather. Okay, let's continue. Okay. On the bearish side, Amazon slid really hard on Friday. It didn't really help us out. We're going to keep an eye on it today. Same thing that I just said about Bitcoin applies to Amazon. We want it to recover very quickly. If no recovery, it's going to be a drag. When you see a big move, if you don't see a big V bounce recovery, the odds are that move is going to sustain itself, is what I'm trying to teach you. Not a good outlook, Tom, for Bitcoin. No. It would look much better if this was up here today. My analysis would be like, hey guys, look, it's already recovering this. and it's already saying we don't want to be at this level. But right now, what it's telling me is we feel very warm and fuzzy being at this level, and we don't want to see that from buyers. Also, keep an eye on volume today. Now, folks, I want you to understand something. We don't have any position in these assets. I have no bias in this. I'm not holding this. I have no reason to tell you anything but exactly what I'm seeing here. And that's what you want to hear. You want to hear complete objectivity, okay? All right. And again, I apologize. My throat's. I'm going to take some candy, some of those. My wife's been offering me those lozenges. All right. University of Michigan consumer sentiment rose to a 6-month high. If you recall, a month ago, it was like one of the worst numbers in a year. So this is actually a pretty good number on Friday. Consumer credit rose. This is not bad. Jefferson said on Friday he's cautiously optimistic. That's the word I would use, cautiously optimistic about the U.S. outlook, suggesting strong productivity growth could help bring inflation back. I agree with him. We just need to sit tight and not do anything right now. I expect the disinflationary process to resume this year. I agree with him. Once increased tariffs pass through more fully to prices, I couldn't agree with him more. Remember what I always tell you, we have to let the tariffs work there. If they're going to happen, we have to let them work their way through. They haven't worked their way through yet. With the central bank strongly committed to returning inflation to its target, the risk of such a one-time shift leading to a sustained inflation is likely to be low. I agree with him. This implies that there is more leeway for the supply. He's not saying anything stupid. He's not. Bostic said what we've learned is that we really don't want to have. Gee, really? Yeah. Once inflation, what he's saying is that inflation is very sticky, and it is. It's very sticky. Once inflation gets entrenched in people's minds, it changes how economy evolves. He's right. I think we need to keep our policy restrictive, at least for the next couple of months. We got to stop having this whole interest rates need to go down BS for the foreseeable future. Okay, we really do. Thanks, Patrick. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna listen to her as soon as we're done here. U.S. futures are pricing in an 84% chance of no 15%. There's not going to be anything in March. Now, I'm really curious, and I'm going to have to ask Kane because he pays attention to this. I'm going to have to see what the numbers look like for July, but I feel like they're going to make a move in July. This week, delayed U.S. jobs data, inflation data will be the main highlight. Investors um, will assess when the Fed is likely to lower interest rates again. January job report is set to be released Wednesday. This will have bigger impact because they're only delaying it 4 business days, right? They're not delaying it. They're not delaying it like a year or like a month or two. Something that's for November will not have much of an impact. But this is a different story. This is a different story. Okay. The January CPI report will be released on Friday, delayed from February 11th. See, February 11th, that's not, I mean, you're not talking about a huge thing here. Seeking further evidence that inflation is on a downward trajectory. U.S. retail sales. Folks, this is what they're talking about right here. Retail sales, CPI, and employment report. And a lot of it's coming out tomorrow, including retail sales. So we got to be careful tomorrow. The good news is most of these are not that vital, except for retail sales, and most of them come out in the morning. Business inventories is not a huge report. This report's coming out, so we're going to treat these reports like real. We're going to treat these reports like real-time reports. Okay. And I hope you guys enjoyed the game last night. My wife and I we really enjoyed it. We had a really good time. We were invited to a party, but both of us are nurturing this wonderful cold, so couldn't go. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Fourth quarter earnings continue. If you're coming in here right now, I already shared this with you and on Telegram, but I'll share it with you here right now again. These are all the earnings, and this is the expected moves. This is what the expected move is right now. So Spotify is expecting a 10.4% move either up or down as an earnings reaction. Data Miner will tell you how often these stocks, okay, meet those expectations or lag those expectations. If they lag these expectations 80% of the time or more, we tend to do time spreads, okay, or time spreads or calendar spreads. It's the same thing, okay? So these are the big ones. And Richie was nice enough to post this, which is very helpful, which shows which ones are coming out tomorrow morning and which ones are coming out tomorrow night. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you again, please don't tell me that Ford is a catalyst for tomorrow. Ford is going to be a catalyst for Wednesday because it comes out after market closes. Please don't tell me Wednesday that Cisco is going to be a catalyst. It's going to be a catalyst Thursday morning, okay? Because the we got to wait for the market to react to it, okay? So, but I'm just posting this, and as Richie sends me the ones for Thursday and Friday, I'll post them here as well, or I'll just get them myself. I know where to get them. Thank you, Richie, for doing that. I do appreciate it. I appreciate it, all you do. Thank you. All right. So a lot of earnings. And look, folks, Applied Materials on semiconductor, which happen to be both on my watch list. T-Mobile, Shopify. Shopify is a very important stock for consumers. McDonald's. I'm not going to explain that one to you. Robinhood, Infotech. These are very important stocks, and I will give you a update on earnings this week as well. Europe is up just a hair, extending gains, but they are up. Let's see how U.S. is doing. Coming off a little bit, not too bad. Basically, we're following the bond market right now. Here you could see right here, peaked out, came to yesterday's levels right here, and here you could see how semiconductors are behaving. Very much dependent on the bond market. Very much dependent on the bond market. Okay. All right, let's continue. Asia stocks closed in the green. Japan is up almost 4%, folks. Yes, it's a catalyst. New all-time high. China closed higher today as global risk sentiment improved following Friday's rally. Film producers, media, and entertainment stocks led the gains on Monday. That's interesting from China, as investors wagered their spending during the upcoming Lunar New Year holiday will boost their revenue. Japan closed sharply higher, hit new record high, as I mentioned a second ago. Prime Minister Takaishi landslide election victory fueled expectations of increased spending in key industries, including technology and industrial stocks. Catalysts, Oracle, Kroger. That's actually retail consumer staples right there. Chip stocks are down today, not good. Although they're not really giving us a reason why. They're just telling us they're down this morning. And Hims plunged 15%. I guess they're not going to be selling the compounded pill for Wegovy. I don't know why that happened, but I'm rooting for them. I use their shampoo religiously. I love their shampoo. All right, let's talk about stocks now. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that, Richie. Sorry about your traffic issues. So semiconductors. Let's talk about semiconductors. I don't have any specific. Well, first of all, Chicago Board of Option Exchange volatility. Volatility came down on Friday, but it's bouncing right now. I want to see this below. I want to see this. I want to see volatility VIX. I want to see it get into the mid 17s. What I really want to see is I want to see this trend line. I want to see this trend line broken. Okay. What I really want to see is this trend line broken. Okay. That's what I really want to see. Okay. And that trend line break would happen somewhere right around the 50-day moving average, around 16. So we want to see it go into the low 17s, high 16s. I want to see this breakdown. What I'd like to see today, you may want to write this down. We want to see VIX break 1727. We want to see VIX break 1727. Okay. One second here. One second. I just got to tell Matt something real quick. One second. I just got to check something. Okay, good. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just communicating with Matt. He's coming back. He's working today from home, and I'm working from home. I don't want to get him sick, so he's officially back tomorrow. We're back in the office tomorrow, but we're on the clock. He's back on the clock today. Do you miss him, Gaia? Do you miss Matt? I miss him. All right. Put the call ratio. It looks like Friday the put buyers got a little bit ahead of themselves. We're coming back to neutrality right now, and we're now traversing back to the bullish side of things. But we're really mixed right now. There's no heads or tails here whatsoever. So volatility looks like it's coming off a little bit. It's up a little bit, but I need to see it below 1727. 1727. He was traveling. He was traveling. And we need to see volatility come back here. Okay, good. And volatility coming off a little bit. We put the call ratios in between. Nothing crazy over there. Semiconductors. Semiconductors are weaker today. I want to see semiconductors above 403. I want to see it go above this level. You have a beautiful A line right here. If it develops, we need to see them just go above yesterday's high. Okay. SPY is looking really good here. We need to just get a little bit above this area. I want to see us get above Friday's high. Friday's high is 692.31. We need to get above Friday's high. If we don't get above Friday's high, this could start creating a down here. See this right here? We don't want to we don't want lower highs to develop. We want to break through this. That level is about 693 right here. Right here. So we need to go higher. On SMH, here, we got to break the next level or we're going to be here. Hold on a second. We got to break this trend line. That's what I'm saying. We got to get on this side of this trend line. You understand? We're still in a down trip. We're still in a downdraft. We still need to break this. We need to break above this. Okay. So here, let me post this for you. Okay. We need to get above this. Okay. I'm going to post this for you on Telegram channel right now. See, if we don't get above this trend line, then we're in the beginning of a downtrend. Okay. I posted it for you. Same thing with SPY. If we don't get up here, let me post this for you. If we don't get above this level on the SPY needs to get above the level drawn, or we are building a downtrend. You understand? We need to get above this level. QQQ. See how steep this is? Let me show you. This is very steep. We got to get above this trend line right here. Is this helpful to you guys? Here, we need to get above here. Or this can continue building. You understand? Here. Excuse me. QQQ, steep angle needs to recover or downtrend will continue building. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we talked about PD Moral. We talked about that. This is a downtrend here. You see that? We got to break this downtrend. Mags. Mags can't even recover to we got to get back up here. Here, let me draw this for you again. We're still not out of the danger zone. We got to get here. Mags need to get above all the averages. Too steep of sell off for now to regain uptrend momentum. Okay. Right here. Okay. Equal weighted SPY, new highs. So you could see what's causing the problem. It's the mags, it's the large caps. Without them, all-time highs. Okay. Look at Russell 2000. We need to just break above this area right here. Here, I'll do this for you too. You need to understand what's causing the problems. If you don't understand what's causing the problems, then you're not going to know where the solution is. $2,000 needs to get above the green line. Okay. Okay. So this is a dip buy in Russell. In the mags, it's too steep, Arnulfo. It's too steep. This is too steep. This is a downtrend here. This is too steep. In QQQ, this is too steep. In SMH, yes, if it breaks above this area right here. In IWM, yes, if it breaks this area. You see the slope here? Look at the slope here. Too slopey. Too much downside. Need to get back up here first. Okay. So it depends. It depends on the slope, Arnulfo. Okay. All right. Let's talk about momentum levels. I hope you guys are getting some value out of this. I hope you guys are getting some value out of this. And I don't have to be in a rush today because I don't have to go anywhere. Okay. So here's something for you. We have 400 stocks making 20-day highs, 1-month highs. You guys know that after 420, 430, 440, we start moving lower. One of the good things, though, about this is at least this is a broad-based rally, not a chip rally, as you could see by RSP. So we may have a little bit of a layaway, but still, we're getting into the 400s. When we get into the 420, 450, we tend to cool off a little bit. So don't be surprised if we cooled off a little bit today. Am I expecting a big bleed in the market? No. And by the way, folks, on Mondays, I'm usually not that active with large caps. On Mondays, I'm usually pretty mellow, and I usually take action second half of the day. And by the way, the last losing trade we had in the pit was almost 4 months ago, October 13th. It's the last time we took an official loser in the pit. And I give trades every day almost in the pit. October 13th, the last loser we took. Okay. So you could see momentum levels are increasing a little too much. We're starting to, this isn't a red flag, but it's a precursor to an upside red flag. Now, if this comes off today and it goes into 300s, that all bets are off. So let's keep an eye on this. I'm only concerned if it increases. Okay. What about stocks that are, what about sectors? What about sectors? Well, we had a really strong rally in technology on Friday. Let's see if it changed things. Nope. Semiconductors, technology, QQQ, consumer discretionary, communication. This is like a poster child of every speculative sector being in the I mean, I could use this as an example in a classroom. Bitcoin, communication, consumer discretionary. You know how sometimes I say, well, let's see, we're all over the place. We're not. Every technology sector, it's right here. Semiconductor technology, QQQ, consumer discretionary, communication, and Bitcoin. Every one reflecting the facts that mags are in the shitter. Okay. All the interest rates are actually kind of spread out, but technology is squarely at the bottom. It's going to take another couple of days to get us out of here. So we're still not where we need to be, which means if we break out on chips, we can have a nice little move and we can finally get up there, or we can continue down this trajectory because we have 400 stocks breaking up. So I would be very careful today. I would be very careful, and I would not make big moves till the second half of the day. Okay. Thanks, Tony. Okay, let's continue. Actually, speaking is making my voice a little better, not worse, which is good. Okay, let's continue. So I gave you my analysis on all of this. Now let's look at charts. Let's look at it intraday, right? Let's look at levels. I know you guys love it when I give you levels. So let's give you levels. Very sloppy price action overnight. Very sloppy. Mondays are very frisky to say the least. Okay. Okay, let me cut these for you and get them to you. I'm going to post them for you in the main Telegram channel where I post all of these things every day. Okay. SPY overnight. And I encourage you guys to do these yourself. Check your messages for earnings. Do we take profits on this on Friday? If you guys have a question, send me an email. Check your messages for earnings. Post it on channel. Sorry, Richie, I'm a little confused. Okay. So I posted this for you guys, the S&P SPY levels. Let me know what you're saying, Richie. I'm not sure if you're talking to me or somebody else. QQQ. Ooh, look at those from last week. Guys, look at them. These are levels on the QQQ from last week. Look, not bad, huh? Pretty good. So good that I don't have to change a lot. I have to just add a couple of things here. Okay. Here, this goes down to here. This gets deleted. This gets right there. So right there. Right there. Okay, let me give you these. Remember, it's Monday. Mondays, we usually don't do, we're not that aggressive on Mondays. QQQ levels. There you go. Let's do SMH now. Huh, this is from Friday. Look at that. Let's delete it. Let's put the levels here. Okay, let me give you these levels. Today in the VIP room, I'm actually going to show you the 5 ways to trade these levels, plus a bunch of other stuff. Talk about liquidity pockets, talk about high volume bars. SMH levels, there you go. What time is it? See, regularly I would have to leave right now, but I still have plenty of time. IWM, let's do IWM levels. Okay, that. Okay. Okay, let's get you these levels. QQQ's missing something, you said? Yeah, you don't need the times. You need the sides. You don't need the times. Times are irrelevant. What you need is this. This is what you need right here. Not the times. You need the prices. Times don't mean anything. Prices right here. This is what you need. Okay? Okay. The times are completely irrelevant. Bill, the times are completely irrelevant, just so you know, okay? Uh, oh, thanks, Richie. I appreciate it. I'll post it. Um, Here, I'll post it in there. Hold on. Yeah, I got it there. Okay. Did I post the Russell levels for you? I'm already losing my mind here. Yes. So next thing is the bond market. Excuse me. See, even when I'm sick, I'm live here with you guys in the morning. There we go. That's it right there. Those are nice levels right there. Those are nice, clean levels, by the way, on bonds. Okay, there's the bonds levels. Okay, perfect. Okay, now let's look at stocks that I like for today, to the downside and the upside. And remember, folks, we're not screening for earnings, okay? We are not screening for earnings here. DoorDash, be careful. You only have till the 200 here, okay? Be careful. You've got till the 200 here. Adobe, look at that. Notice, so I want to teach you something right now, okay? I want to teach you guys something. Remember, I was talking about Bitcoin. And remember, I was showing you a chart how it can have a V recovery, or it can just continue going sideways and going down. Okay. And I drew a picture and I posted it for you. This is what I'm seeing. Look at Adobe. See how Adobe right here tried to recover? It looked like it bottomed out. And then the next day couldn't take out the high. And what did it do? It just crapped out. If this bar was like up here, it would have been a different story. So what I was trying to tell you about Bitcoin, if it doesn't move up fast, It'll just fizzle out right here, just like Adobe is doing right now. See, look, this is Bitcoin right here, right now. Okay. And what I said was, I want to, this is today. This is today on Bitcoin. This is Adobe, but I'm showing you the same type of pattern. See how we broke down hard here? We capitulate, looks like a capitulation. And then the next day, it couldn't take out this high, this area right here, and it just fell apart. That's what I'm saying about Bitcoin. I'm saying if today we can't get it up really hard to make it look like it's a V, like a V pattern, it's going to just roll over similarly to what I'm seeing in Adobe. So I'm not comparing Adobe to Bitcoin. I'm not telling you that Adobe follows Bitcoin. I'm just seeing a pattern on one stock that resembles a pattern that I may be seeing on another stock. Okay? So please don't see this. This is kind of what I'm seeing right now on Bitcoin. And what I'm saying is I don't want to see it. I want to see it bounce because if it doesn't, it's going to just continue coming down. Okay? All right. So just FYI, just wanted you to I'm just again, I'm only bringing this to your attention because it looks like something that uh, Bitcoin could be seeing in the next couple of days. Mm. Same thing right here. Here's a capitulation, right? And then what happens the next day? It just kind of comes up here, doesn't break this structure, and it rolls right over. Okay. SRAD, another short stock. That's a very nice downtrend right there. That is a beautiful, beautiful downtrend. Beautiful, beautiful. Screen value. So let me put this SRAD. That's a very nice looking short right there. Very predictable chart pattern. Very predictable price action. Look how it just moves around the 8-day right here. Probably options are crap, but nonetheless. 1 second. I'm just going to turn my heater on. Okay. Sorry about that. ALNY. Nice downtrend. Again, looks like a capitulation here, but doesn't have a V bounce recovery and just rolls over and continues. Again, I'm trying to explain to you what I'm seeing right now on Bitcoin. See that? There's your capitulation and it rolls over. If it was up here, really like with volume, it would probably not do this. Okay. And last short, PODD. Okay. Now let's look at longs. Citibank looks really nice. LRCX. Now, LRCX has to get above this area first, has to get above 234. Has to get above 234 or it'll just consolidate here. Okay. Thanks, George. EMR. Excuse me. It already is above yesterday's high by a hair. Need to see a little more here. Again, I apologize for my voice, for how I sound, but I can't control it. I'm not, I don't, that's a nice pattern. That's a nice A line. We have a lot of stuff here. So I would be looking to buy this stock here above this line right here, above 152.91, above 153. Let's continue. Netflix, I didn't spot it this morning. Let's see. Oh, it's still on my short list. It's still on my, nothing changed. Still on my short list. Let's continue. Boeing. That's a nice A line right here. Needs to get above here. Cisco. Nice breakout. Just getting a little deviated from the 8-day, but not too much. Taiwan Semiconductor. Some of you may still remember this. It's still on my list from last week. Yes, you all made money like rascals on this one. Halliburton is still on my list, even though we're probably going to be taking profit this morning on it. In where do we have it? We have it in one of our programs. Hold on. We have it in A-Line. Still like it. Still like it. On semiconductor, this one has earnings this week, but it's a nice pattern for now. KMI. Nice pattern there. Starbucks. That's a beautiful A-line right there. And it already recovered 60% of this bar, by the way. CNQ. Okay. All right, folks. That is all I have for today. It's Monday. Usually, markets are Monday mornings. Right now, we're slightly lower. We're not going to hop lower. What I want to see is I want to see the market overcome Monday's high. I want to see this market take out Friday's high, especially on semiconductors. Until I see Friday's high being taken out, I'm going to be convinced it's going to be a choppy day. So I want to see some strong momentum taking out Friday's highs on all the growth stocks and all the chip stocks that were going up on Friday. So what I want to see is I want to see SMH above this area. I want to see SMH get above 402.60. Okay? I want to see how it tried and it broke down. That's not good. I want to see it above 402.60. I want to see QQQ get above this level, 611. I want to see SPY get above 692. Notice the pre-market high, the before pre-market high right here. We want to get above all these levels today. If we stay in this area, we're just going to consolidate and we're going to have a very choppy day. Okay. All right. I was going to say I'm late to work, but I'm not late to work because I'm going to be working from this chair all day today. The next time you see me, I probably would have, I probably will not even move from this spot. Okay. I'll see you later. I've been getting some good feedback about this new setup I have at home. People are able to see charts better. And these monitors are bigger. They're 24 inches. I've had them since 2019 and I haven't used them. So I'm using them now. Better late than never. I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic day. I apologize about my throat. Here's the link if you missed any part of this session. Now, VIP room, we're going to talk about small caps and how to trade small caps today. And I think you guys are going to really love it because you can apply this to anything. Please sign up to the Telegram channel today because we will always have some new stuff for you on the Telegram channel. And here's the link to Customer Service Live, where Cam and Gustavo are going to be doing their tips and tricks from 10 to 1 o'clock today. Thank you all for being here and supporting me. I appreciate it. Clyde is still sleeping. He had a rough night. He bet on the wrong team. He took a little loss on Super Bowl, so he has to recover. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you. I don't really feel that bad. It's just my voice. I sound a lot worse than I feel, okay? Bye, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Please, please, please. It's at noon. What time is afternoon room? Noon Eastern time, Aaron. Noon Eastern time. I posted the link above. And you should subscribe to my Telegram channel. I give full updates everywhere there. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Have a great day.